Welcome to Project Die Hard Mission Monday Update. My name is Sue Roskoff, and I am an ambassador with Project Die Hard. We are here every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. to find out what's all going on with Project Die Hard, get all the latest updates, news, and things that you want to know. Who do you want to hear from first, though? It's the one and only Brian Gibson, founder and president of Project Die Hard. I'm going to go ahead and bring Brian on in here to get us up to speed on what's all happening. Welcome, Brian. How you doing?
Oh, hanging in there. We had the eclipse here today.
It's been a big day.
Been a big day. Couldn't travel anywhere. I saw license plates from your neck of the woods, out California neck of the woods, down Florida neck of the woods. They're like everywhere in my neighborhood.
So did they get a good view? Did you have good weather?
Oh, crystal clear. If you look at our Facebook page, you get to see me in one of those funky little glasses.
Nice.
But I got a good couple shots. I put them down in the comments when it was in full totality.
Awesome.
Yep. So, big things last week. Yes, thank you for covering. That veteran did get help.
Excellent.
But as you know, when a veteran calls, that in my world, that takes the full focus. So on that, tonight we're gonna cover our volunteers and a pretty big upcoming event. So I'm going to see if I can make this work. We do this, we go here, we go there, and then we bring that on, and now we're little people next to this. Okay. Volunteer. What is that? Well, the PDH volunteers are the muscle behind this mission. I'm only one guy. I got a great team behind me, but they need help too. The PDH volunteers bring their skills, knowledge, and their heart to this mission. They save the mission funds by giving their time. They are the voice that brings hope to heroes. How does it work? Well, there's two ways you move forward in Project Die Hard. If you're seeking PDH funds, a paycheck, because we will be hiring people, or if you're going into leadership, notice they both start at the same level, volunteer. Before you lead, you must follow, okay? 26 years in the Army, senior NCO, I started out as a private. I learned to follow before I could lead, right? You got to prove, the ins and outs of this mission before you can lead other people through it. Then you move on to volunteer team leader. That's where you get a bunch of people that you are responsible for to encourage them, guide them. Could be veterans, could be civilians. As a team leader, you are showing Project Die Hard that you got it. You know the standards, you know what's going on. This ensures that the veterans get the best possible care possible, okay? And it proves that you are here for the veteran, not just the paycheck. Advancement on the paid side. As our mission grows, facilities get built. programs get established, opportunities become available. But that's why we need all the volunteers now, so we can build the facility and we can get going. On the leadership side, you volunteer team leader, then you go to ambassador, which Susan is. Okay. She's done proven herself. She's now an official ambassador. Then from ambassador, you go to a FOB leadership team member, i.e., each facility will have a leadership advisory board that will ensure the mission stays the mission at every location. This way, they're protecting their local veterans. And they advise the PDH leadership team on veterans issues in their area to see if we have to divert resources or start another program. Once you make it past the FOB leadership team, then you come on to the PDH leadership team. That way there you guide the mission all overall. You set policy and procedure, and you ensure that the core values of this mission are kept. Okay? No leadership will ever get a salary. The Bible says you cannot serve two masters. If you're in a leadership and you're making a decision on a veteran's life, that's where your heart needs to be, not in the wallet. So, we need your volunteers. If you believe veterans deserve more, there are 3 things you need to know up front. I've been saying them for months. Here it is in black and white. God will never leave the mission. Don't ask. It won't happen. Veteran suffering will not be used. Just won't. Too many are using veterans' suffering to make a profit. I won't stand for it. And no drugs, no alcohol is allowed within this mission. If you can work within these standards, then join the team. I say it all the time. Teamwork makes the dream work. If you accept a task, see to the end, but keep your team informed. It is every team member's responsibility to grow this mission. Everyone. We got a big event coming up. I've been out pounding the pavement for a week now. I just don't sit behind this desk because I'll never ask anybody to do nothing that I'm not willing. If you have an idea, share it with your team, but take their input to make it the best idea it can. And it's cut off here, but if it is accepted, you are the one that's going to make it happen. It's your idea. Run with it. We need you to grow. FOB Rush is at 189 Haven Love Drive, Makanda, Illinois. FOB Quinn, there's no address, but it's 20 acres in the middle of the woods. That's going to take some work because we got to cut a driveway and get a mailbox. In Fort Hope, will be in Western Kentucky. Look, we work with the blessings that we receive. What can you bring to the table? Pray, share, volunteer. Where do you fit into this team? Are you marketing? Are you fundraising? Are you podcast? Or are you just a volunteer that when we do events, you show up and you wear one of these nice volunteer shirts and you help spread the mission? Together, everyone accomplishes more. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but look it up. Luke 6:39. If you have a servant's heart, we need you to make this work. All right, this is the next big thing I'm going to beat up because this is it. The PDH Fill the Can Challenge for 2024. It runs from Memorial Day to July 4th. To participate and for more information, you got to email fillthecan@projectdiehard.org. My team is waiting for you guys. Registration cutoff is May 10th. Help bring hope to veterans. This is our annual fundraiser. This is the big push every year. Do we ask for money year round? Of course, but every nonprofit does that one big fundraiser. This is ours. And it's supporting our facilities and outreach programs, not trips, not commercials, you know where it goes. But new for 2024, this was brought to us last year, and it took research because I don't put anything out there until we know the ins and outs of all of it. Our virtual cans. Yes, virtual cans. You no longer have to put that ammo can on your desk, your whatever you put it on. So now there's no reason why you can't enter. None. The more people we get to enter this contest, the faster our mission grows. And you get your name on that nice, great, big PDH traveling trophy. I really look. I'm going to be bringing it to you if you win. I don't know how my team got me suckered into that one, but they did. So I'm on the hook to drive wherever you are at and bring you your trophy for winning this challenge. Just a reminder, we are a faith-based, scripture-led veteran nonprofit. All donations go to bring hope to veterans, supporting facilities, outreach programs. We work with the blessings we receive. Our website, www.projectdiehard.org. Find us. We're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Right? Become a monthly patron today. What better day than Eclipse Day to scan that code and say, I will give my blank every month. That lets us budget. It does. So that's what I had to talk about today.
Those are some amazing updates. There's a lot happening here. And who is going to be the first one after hearing it today to send that email and get their virtual can going? So I am dying to find out who is the next one, because we need to get as many as we can. Let's see here. If we can get, I don't know how many, what should our goal be for a number of locations, virtual or physical? I'm thinking at least 100.
Physical right now, here in Paducah, Metropolis, Carbondale, where we physically have the cans, we have 12 participants.
Excellent.
Now, for the people that are going to get the virtual can, great. But I got to warn you, even the ones with the physical can get the same link to the virtual can that fills their can.
They double up. There's an advantage. Hey, there's nothing to say that people can't make their own can and set it out wherever their place is. It doesn't have to be one from you guys. It can be anything. Let's get a little creative here.
Well, again, it's in the rules, but let's talk about fill the can, okay? During Fill the Can, Project Die Hard does not set up at any participant's location. It's a competition. At the beginning of the Fill the Can, we will do a big shout out. And, hey, these are the locations. Let me pull up one that we just locked down. When did I lock that down? Oh, yeah, that was yesterday, I think. Here, let me share my screen again. If you're in the Paducah area, right? And I got to say thank you and God bless to Paducah Bank. They are an official drop-off point. So you don't have to go to the participant if you don't want. You can go into any Paducah bank during this kickoff, during this annual fundraiser, and say, I want to fill the can. And the people at Paducah Bank know exactly how to help you. Now, if you know of a bank in your area that would like to be a drop-off point, have them reach out. The more, the merrier. But they have to reach out to us because there's lawyers involved in all this stuff. But if you have a bank in your area that would like to be a drop-off point, like the Paducah Bank, have them reach out. Let's make this year the best year for Fill the Can. This is year number 7.
Excellent. Isn't that supposed to be a lucky number by some people's telling? Come on, we gotta get this going.
Yeah, I mean, that's how this mission grows.
Yeah, it'll get the word out. Have the more people that can do that and share that out. It does 2 things. Number 1, it will raise money. Number 2, it will get in front of the eyeballs of more people who probably haven't heard of us yet. So the more people that can see and learn and discover what the mission is, so much the better. We got to get the word out.
Yeah, we got to get the word out. I didn't get it finished for this podcast, but let's talk about our community support programs. What do we got? We have ministry partners, right? Great. Oh, I might as well bring Kurt in. He's sitting back there looking.
There he is. Welcome aboard. Here we go. Enter.
Okay, so we have ministry partners. These are churches and ministries that have joined our mission to bring hope to veterans. What does Project Die Hard ask of them? To pray for and share our mission and tell their congregation of our needs, whether it's an event, whether it's a work day, whether it's a talent. That's how the mission grows. And then what do we got? We got resource partners. What are our resource partners? These are organizations that believe that veterans deserve more and bring their programs to our facilities. To mention one right here, because you both are involved in it, the Disability Channel. They're bringing their programs, because you know they're outstanding programs. You know, Canada's like, I'm jealous of my Canadian brother veterans. They got Jay and the Disability Channel. We need to get that down here. We got the land. Jay's just waiting us to build the studio, and he's ready to rock and roll. But we need people to get out there and spread the word. Then we have facility, or let's go back, mission supplier first. Our mission suppliers are companies and corporations that provide Project Die Hard with the necessary support, products, services, right? At the best possible price that they can give us. What do we ask of our people? To support these people. Go shop at their stores. Order from their online. Because the more you do that, the more they can help us. Then we have facility suppliers. These are local businesses or even national businesses that directly, is he falling asleep?
They get a system glitch there.
That directly supply our facilities. Two off the top of my head I can say. Third Day Coffee Seguin, a veteran-owned coffee company. Right? So when you order from him, you're supporting a veteran-owned business and a veteran nonprofit. And for every 4 bags you order, our facilities get a bag.
Beautiful. So easy.
I don't have one of those big easy buttons, or else I'd be pushing the out of it.
Need to get you one of those.
Right? And then we have our Club 22 members. These are local food establishments. And it doesn't have to be right here. It can be anywhere in the nation. Right? That on the 22nd of the month, they help our mission by providing our followers with great food. Because we push our followers to go eat there on the 22nd of the month and mention Project Die Hard. Those are our community support programs in a nutshell. Okay. If you want more information about our community support programs, you email Susan at projectdiehard.org or Kurt at projectdiehard.org, my ambassadors, and they can take you through all the ins and outs and ups and downs and all that stuff. Okay. What else are we going to talk about?
Ooh, well, you mentioned breakfast. Tell us about breakfast last week.
Oh, yeah, our fellowship breakfast last week. We were privileged to provide 12 veterans with a safe, secure place to meet, fellowship, and receive a free meal. Everybody goes, only 12? If one shows up, that veteran found hope. That's a success in my book. That's an outreach program that we do. That's where your monthly donation goes, to keep that program going. What can I say?
And that is an immediate need. We are looking for sponsors for this. We need either patrons at $22 a month stepping up and participating in that way, or bigger lump sums. You name it. Let's get some action going with this so we can keep it going. Yeah, go ahead.
32 patrons at $22 a month is what we needed. Praise be the Lord, we're down to 30 now because we picked up 2 on that Wednesday.
Awesome. There's a success.
Okay. We only need 30 more people to give $22 a month.
Awesome.
And that program, boom, keeps going. Where's that easy button again?
Beautiful.
Folks, if you're watching this live or if you're watching it in a replay, you're out there. $22 a month. 73 cents a day. Kurt, what cost you 73 cents every day?
$0.73 every day. What costs me 73 cents every day? It's a good question. Not much.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. Do we get our live stream movies at that, Sue? I don't know.
Maybe that's about it. Or maybe my beverage, or it doesn't take much to come up with that.
it doesn't. But
Donuts cost more than that.
and donuts may give you little joy, but they don't save a life. I'm just putting it out there. What this mission is not about me. I can't stress that enough. But I'm trying to phrase this the right way because I don't care about what it costs to save a life. I really don't.
There's no price on that, is there?
But it cost my household $48,000 last year to keep Die Hard floating.
That's where teamwork makes the dream work. We need to get more on this team and make this happen.
Look, we work with the blessings we receive. My ambassadors, you guys get a hint during the meetings. But hey, since we're here, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the electric bill at Thought Brush, or the water bill at Thought Brush, or the trash bill at Thought Brush. That's not building anything. That's just operating what we currently have.
Yeah.
That needs covered. The outreach program, 30 people at $22 a month. If you put into your donation that little note, fellowship breakfast or feed them or something, that's where your $22 a month is going to go, right to that program. It won't go to pay the electric bill. As much as I want it to, we are good stewards with what people bless us with. Well, my two ambassadors can attest. They got some great ideas during our ambassador meetings. What's the first question I ask? What does it cost, Project DieHard? Right? That's the first question I ask. What does it cost Project DieHard to do that? And then we weigh that cost to what we're doing. And I'll said it once, I'll say it again. Veterans come first. Come on, guys, chip in. You guys are ambassadors. I could sit here and talk all day. You know that. But you guys made it from volunteer to ambassador. That's a big thing, isn't it?
Absolutely. So, well, and one way people can easily pitch in too, this upcoming Saturday would be Give Back Day. So what's in, is there anything in the works already planned for that, or see who's raising their hand to say, hey, I can do something today? And what is that?
Again, it's out there on our social media. That's where our volunteers come in. We email out the needs. I don't know. Nobody has told us that, hey, I'm going to be there.
So if you can be there, reach out. Let us know. We got to be able to plan too. Make sure we have our ducks in a row so we can make the most of the time we've got with people. So let us know what you can do.
Yeah. I was at the FOB today because we put out 6-8 weeks ago. Come see the eclipse. We got a field. Come sit by the pond. I had to go up there and sit. Now, I'm not griping. I got to spend time with my Lord and talking and looking at the geese and got to watch the eclipse. But it would have been nice to have some other people there.
I have that phrase going through my head. You were outstanding in your field.
I was literally outstanding in our field. Right where the equine training will be.
That's perfect.
But if it's not being used to train horses right now, hey, we can use it for other things. Our pavilion with the griddle and the grill. Every other nonprofit. How many times do we got to put out there? Come use what we have. Free of charge.
Tell us a little bit more, actually. Those who haven't been there, what kind of things are there now? If people wanted to be able to come and use what's available at the facility today, tomorrow, what is there?
A day room. We have a meeting/eating room. Our kitchen is fully licensed and functional. It ain't top of the line, but it works. And we have the required bathrooms to do in-person events. If you need to use Forward Operating Base Rush to help bring hope to veterans, or grow God's kingdom. Reach out. I don't know what else to say.
It is as simple as that.
Wait, Kurt, make it complicated.
Make it complicated. All right. Is that my role here? So, well, what we're talking about, many hands make light work, and we've got a team here. Teamwork makes the dream work, and we're talking about the volunteer program because clearly more volunteers are needed. While we have the crew and the reach that we have, the funding side of it is what we're speaking to bring in dollar bills, people who can, quite frankly, throw money our way. And then in the meantime, whether you're volunteering or donating or not, a big help to the mission is to participate in the message and, to help us get awareness out there, because the process is attention, interest, desire, action. So if people, aren't giving their attention to that Project Die Hard exists, it's like you speak to Brian, that not bringing it up is that definite no. It's definitely no if they're not even introduced to say, hey, are you aware of a great organization serving our vets, saving veterans' lives by spreading hope to veterans, addressing the issue of veteran suicide? One is too many. We lose too many, veterans to suicide. And, and when I look at it, you know, Brian, you come into here having a history and as a veteran, having served as a medic, in the Army. And a lot of us are familiar with the show MASH. So you relate to the show MASH, right, Brian? Like when you see that TV show MASH,
it was never that funny.
Never that funny. Okay, as far as that's, it was a TV show, the things that television does to keep people watching.
Yeah, it wasn't that. Now, growing up, I watched MASH, and that kind of influenced me to become a medic.
Okay.
Because I thought it was cool, But then when I got in, and I was like, wait a minute, they lied.
Yeah. And I bring up the MASH thing because, that mobile hospital thing, Sue and I served as EMTs, 10 years in pre-hospital care that way. And for me, when I'm doing community organizing, I appreciate the business model of a hospital because I look at it as, a microcosm of, outside the hospital. Like when people stay at the hospital, they need all things in life at the hospital. So the faith element, the volunteers make it possible. And then, hospitals too are always looking for donors and so forth. The education that goes on. So like our capacity to educate about this veteran issue, and then the interchange with the government. So you've had a lot of meetings with government contacts and so forth. Hospitals do the same thing. They've got their exchange with the government, and then the business community, the way we have our resource partners and so forth. And then there's the therapeutic stuff. We're talking about having a mental health effect here, to, like we talked about before with Sue and I having done adaptive water skiing, or it's what we do. We've learned through that process to refer to the sport as therapeutic recreation, because it's the things that people need to do to kind of deal with the human element. So basically with everything that veterans have gone through in military service, it's just beyond the human capacity to contain it all. So the only thing that is there to lean on is the realm of sports, recreation, hobbies, pastime, leisure activities, maybe to travel, maybe performing arts, stage performances. I talked about live streaming, movies, whatever it is, things to kind of escape. And like you said, Brian, you got out by that pond and you were able to, kind of feel that presence with your creator and, to recreate yourself, to kind of come back and say, okay, I'm still president of Project Die Hard. Now I can maybe come back into this, podcast with Sue, a little bit more, energetically now and, be a little bit more present. We as people need that every day. And then when you put on top of that, what veterans are dealing with in their own minds and in their own souls and their own existence and the needs there that are just human needs. It's not that veterans are weird in this way. I don't look at you, Brian, that you're weird. You're a human being. We all have our needs. Sue and I don't know if Sue told you, but we saw the movie Barbie yesterday. That was an experience. And it's because
there's a reason.
The theme of our water ski show, we entertain people throughout the summer.
Okay, technical glitch.
Yeah, froze it up there for a moment.
I take it this summer show is based on Barbie?
It certainly is.
Ooh.
There's a whole bunch of our team that had never seen the movie, so a big group got together at one of the members' houses there, and we all got to see the movie. And oh my goodness, looking through that lens to be able to watch the movie through the thoughts of this is going to be part of our show theme in a way, it took a whole new level of fun because there's a lot of good messages in there and a lot of total goofiness and just fun, and that's what our ski stuff is all about, is fun. Get out there, do something and entertain people on this, as far as what we're doing. People need that. That's something we look forward to year round. And
you're right. People need that. People need that. But I have to focus that down to, we're not weird. We're different.
Yeah.
Because of the things we've seen and the things we've done. And there's no way anybody who hasn't seen what we've seen and done what we've done can relate to that. So that's what our facilities are for veterans to come for a day, a weekend, a week, a month, all the way up to a year, and support one another. Our own little micro community, as you would like to say.
And absolutely. I mean, none of us we only know our own experience. I've walked my life. I know where I've been. Nobody else has been exactly where I've been. Same with you. Same with everybody. That is a fact of life that nobody really, we try to understand. We listen. We do our best to help each other out, but everybody's walk in life is different. And to be able to have those ears when somebody needs somebody to talk to be there for them. We all have those moments in life and need somebody to reach out to. It's okay to reach out. Please do. It's a part of life. Everybody has that.
But in that same retrospect, we've all walked our own path.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Don't judge other people by your experiences.
That's huge. That's true. Because my lens is different than yours, and I have a different take on what I think I see. That's not fair.
And to judge people, that was like our last deep dive. Veterans being church hurt. I don't judge anybody. People call me whatever. I don't care what they call me, but you guys know if you're helping the mission, you've earned my time, right? If you're not, I got people that care. They're worth my time. If you're not helping, I don't have time for you. It's nothing. I'm not.
You have a goal here, a mission with what Project Die Hard is. You are focused on that and you are making a difference.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to do that. That's where, sorry, go ahead.
454 veterans last year at the fellowship breakfast. Boom. The past 2 months, 3 veterans found. 2 veterans went to counseling. 1 veteran went to rehab.
Awesome.
I didn't do that. I didn't. I was the catalyst to make it happen, but I didn't tell that brother or sister, you're going to counseling. They said, I need counseling. So I picked up one of these and one of these and was doing this and this. And boom, the veteran got counseling. That's why we need volunteers. Look, I'm only one dude. Sue's only one lady. Kurt's only, Kurt is, I don't know.
He's everywhere, so it makes you wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he's nowhere. How's that for timing? Wow. Well, now you mentioned deep dive. We do have another one coming up.
Yes, we do. And I can't wait to dive into that one. We are doing veterans in the employment field, right? Oh, yeah. You know I love digging my teeth into people that take advantage of my brothers and sisters. And we're going to be doing that.
Yeah. That's only a month away. Not even a month away. It is on Friday, May 3rd.
Friday, May 3rd. Yep. Right here where you're at now, it's going to be our, what do you figure, every 2 months we're going to do one? Yeah. Every 2 months we're going to do a deep dive. So, hey, if you want to be part of that deep dive, if you think you know the answers, email monday@projectdiehard.org. Email the team.
It'd be a great conversation to join into.
A great conversation. My team there will see if you make it to the panel, because we only take the best. If you're going to speak on a veterans issue, you better be the best in it. I.e., I really hate dropping names, but I'm going to. Ryan Hunt, answer your emails, brother. I want you on that panel. I really do. Because you are directly involved in employing veterans. Who better to speak to it?
Perfect.
I hate dropping names, you know that, but
when you got somebody who's good and a good fit, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh. So we got 10 minutes left. What are we going to do?
Ooh, well, I got one more thing. You got to share out that you are going to be, it was recorded previously, but there is the airing of Everyday Women Network this Friday. So you are going to be featured in Project Die Hard, and you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
As much as I would love to, I don't remember being interviewed on that one. But I can't pronounce her name. But the host of that podcast is an outstanding supporter of the mission. Okay. We're working through her people to our people and all these peoples to get her booked on this podcast because she's an outstanding woman. Her messages of hope and inspiration, outstanding. But yeah, that's going to air this Friday on what's the network again?
Is it Everyday Women Network?
Yep. I know it's on my timeline because she tagged me, and I will put it onto the Die Hard page for anybody who wants to tune in. But yeah. Again, folks, if you have a message of hope for veterans, email monday@projectdiehard.org. I love spending time with my team right here. This is great. We've had fun. We have. But if you want your 15 minutes of fame to speak to a veteran issue, you got to let us know. Hey, I want to be on your podcast. That's it. You just got to let us know. If you make it on, I say thank you. God bless for making it. Because if you make it on the podcast, you've actually achieved something. My podcast team, I know they've turned away more guests than I can think of because they know the rules. If you're selling snake oil, don't bother.
Got to be on the mission here, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And there's lots of ways to help them. There's an unlimited number of ways that people can help the mission with your business, with you personally. There's so many possibilities, and we haven't even come close to thinking of what all those possibilities might be. So bring your ideas, talk to us. Let's see what we can do to put our heads together, put our time together, put our money together, all these things so that we can keep this moving forward and make the difference that we need to be making in a bigger, even as we got to grow and make it a bigger and bigger scale, because that's what it's all about. Getting the facility ready, being able to house people there, doing all the things that this mission is calling for. The need is there. We just got to get it done so we can this growing part I find to be kind of a challenge because we're getting there. But to be able to get to that point of having people housed there and really have all the wheels in motion, that I'm looking forward to that day. And that it takes a team. It takes a big team, and we're growing. Are you, whoever it is listening to this, are you the next person? Just raise your hand and say, hey, I've got something here. Let's try this. Let's do this. I can help like this.
Volunteer at projectdiehard.org. That's the first step. That's the first step. Actually, I know right now we have out there, we're trying to build a team to develop our volunteer employee handbook. If that's all you can do, hit us up. If you're an expert in that field, hit us up. You will be setting policy for Project Die Hard. pretty heavy responsibility, huh?
There are people out there who've done this. It's just a matter of stepping forward and saying, hey, I can do it here.
I can do that. And that's all I can do. Thank you. God bless. That's it. Then that's off the checklist.
Yeah, there's lots of small, I don't want to call it small, but low time commitment kind of things that people can take on but still make an impact. Even as simple as, hey, I'm willing to make some contacts to get guests on for this show. That's an easy thing to do, but it takes somebody's time and effort to make that happen. Do you like calling on people and making that piece happen? We could use you here.
Again, I'll never turn down help. Do what you can do. I don't think I've ever asked any of our team, and I got two of the team members right here. I have never said, you will do this, have I?
Nope.
No. I asked, can you do this? That's it. That's it. If you can do it, step up and do it. We have the land. We have the plan. We know what has to be done. I'll listen to any idea you got. But God will never leave the mission. He will never use the suffering of veterans, and there's no drugs, no alcohol allowed. If it doesn't benefit a veteran, it's probably not going anywhere. I'm just putting that out there, people, in the public domain here. If you're here to help, thank you and God bless. If you're not, get out of the way. Because me and my team, we ain't taking prisoners. Any last words, folks?
Fill the can. Fill the can at projectdiehard.org. Email and get your spot lined up now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Do it right now. You're hearing this now? Do it now. Fill the can at projectdiehard.org. If you have questions, reach me at Susan at projectdiehard.org. Reach out to Kurt at projectdiehard.org. Volunteer at projectdiehard.org.
I just love how our emails are so simple.
Reach out.
We're not hiding, are we?
Nope. Hiding in plain sight.
All right, folks. Well, I'll let you guys close it out. We only got, a minute? I mean, I don't know.
Well, just that reminder, we are here every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Central for the Project Die Hard Mission Monday update. We are loving the chance to bring forward all what's going on. Thank you, Brian, for putting together all the information into those slides so it's easy to follow, easy to see what's happening. You're making a difference, and it is obvious. It is right in front of us. We need to grow this team so we can make a bigger difference faster. It's all about our vets. It's all about providing hope. Let's do that. Let's continue this mission moving forward. Thank you again for all you do, Brian, and everyone out there. Let's share the word. Anything else?
I just thank you and God bless for what you guys do. Because if it wasn't for you, I couldn't do what I do.
Awesome. Teamwork makes the dream work. So until next week, thanks again, Kurt, Brian, and my name is Sue. I'll be here next Monday, same time, same place. So until then, thank you very much. Have a great week.